we're talking about jobs. We're talking about websites that are wholesale, and I repeat the word, wholesale devoted to theft, to stealing content that is the production of our creative industries, distributing illegal counterfeit goods that are produced by iconic U.S. brands who have devoted themselves to researching and producing innovative products. These sites are exclusively, that this legislation is devoted to, are outside the United States.
I've read some of the legislation. I've been through the manager's amendment, which came out of the House. I've read interpretation by Harvard law professors, right?
If you've read the legislation, you know it applies only to foreign websites.
No, that's not true, because
that is true. No. It's what it applies to.
But so you're saying that there is that when you say you're going to cut off, you know, the DNS blocking, or you can cut off a MasterCard, right, to a certain site, right?
After a judge has ruled that it is wholesale devoted to illegal activity, only wholesale devoted to illegal activity and outside the United States.
But if that, so okay, if that is the case, if your interpretation of the law, and I've read the legislation and I've read law professors writing about the legislation, if that is the case,
what the law says,
if that is the case, what is the nature of the what is the goal of a disinformation campaign that unites all the people that I've cited, and Google and Facebook and all these companies that might have domestic sites that are located in the U.S. like Reddit? What is Alexis's motivation to lie about this to get this stopped? I just don't understand. There's this contention about what actually the interpretation of the law provides. You're saying it's clear as day. It doesn't apply to U.S. sites. If that's the case, why is everybody wasting their time? It just makes no sense to me.
Well, I do think what lies behind it is there is a policy disagreement, and the issue here is in fact about the rule of law on the Internet. The Internet is very young. It has grown up with a certain ethos that literally anything goes. And over time, you cannot have something that is the pillar of 21st society be just rampant with lawless activity.
You talk about losing jobs here, and yet the Government Accounting Office said last year that they looked at this and they cannot substantiate any evidence that this has had an impact on jobs. In fact, the industry, the media industry, the entertainment industry has grown since 2007 at 1% over the rest of the economy, and most of its profits come greatly overseas where piracy is rampant. In short, this piece of legislation is a right step in the wrong direction. If you look at another bill out there, the Open Bill by ISA, which really goes after those websites overseas through the ITC, where both parties can go before, where both parties can have their side listened to, and then strangles the money